Hi guys, thanks for joining my YouTube channel. Well guys, today's video is going to be about Martel and Arionne allegedly being married. Guys, Arionne has done some crazy things. She has allowed Martel to do a number of things to her. But Arionne Curry is not that crazy. What woman in her right mind would be married to a man? I don't care how greedy she is or he is for money. Ain't no woman in her right mind going to allow her husband to parade up and down two states with a woman for a bag for money. That is just pure crazy. Now, the same websites that produce all kinds of information, okay, it's the same website that said Arionne was a millionaire, okay? None of us know this. We just see her on social media, and it's assumed that she's not. So we know that these sites get things wrong. This site, I saw it. They called her his wife. It was clearly an error, in my opinion. This is the same site that said Martel had 5 kids. You understand? And they named one of his daughters twice using her middle name. We know that this is a human being putting this information together. There are so many publications about Arionne and Martel. It's ridiculous. And now, as I've reported on other videos, the damage has already been done. Even if Martel wanted to be with Arionne, he could not, because of all that took place on national TV, on social media, all of the dirt that's been publicated, all of the damage. Okay? If you think he has trouble in his business and, working with people and in his quality of life because of what took place with he and his wife, could you imagine if he decided to be with Arionne? The stain, his name is already stained. His name is already stained. But, oh my goodness, just imagine that. Just imagine if him and Arionne sailed off into the sunset as a couple. They could never post pictures on social media. They could never be out in public. I mean, I guess it would go away eventually, but it's been over 3 years and, the people are still carrying on with this story. So, no, it's not, I don't believe he don't love her or he never loved her. I believe that he understands for his career, for the things that he wants to do in entertainment and so on and so forth. Arionne he can't move forward with Arionne because of the deep-seated issues. He could not present her as his mate. Going to affairs, going to functions, going to meet and open forums and so on and so forth. It would not sit well. So no, do I believe he's always going to be there for Arionne and of course his son? Yes. Yes, Arionne's life has changed in a drastic way. You understand? It's sad. It's very sad, because she's not getting the money to go along with all that she has endured. And we know that a lot of it is her fault. The majority of it is her fault. You understand? But, she was playing with fire and she thought that it would benefit her in the long run. And perhaps it will. Maybe it will. But so far, it has shown that it did not benefit her. She still never got on the show, even though I believe that's why. I mean, I don't believe she came forward initially to get on the show, but Martel was selling her dreams, and so on and so forth, and telling her things that perhaps he thought, he could do or he had the power to do, but it did not pan out that way. And yes, Martel was working hard to get her on the show because he is helping to maintain her lifestyle. You could say what you want about Arionne, and people have many opinions about her or so on and so forth, but she has a certain lifestyle. She's at home, she's running her boutique, she likes her hair done, her nails done, all these things that women like. You understand? But we don't see her working. And it annoys a lot of women who get out there and hustle and bustle every day. You understand? To do these kinds of things that she's able to do sitting home. She's talking about she goes to Beyonce. She's a Beyonce fan, whatever they call it. She goes to Beyonce shows. I believe Martel was supporting that. Like Martel was supporting that. Martel was buying those tickets. And that's why she didn't go this year, because the situation is not the same with her and Martel. He did not furnish the money for the tickets this year. Could she be lying? Of course she can. But I believe her. Yes, I believe that. Because that is what, I mean, I hate to call him a trick, but yes. And Arionne is not the first woman to do this. She will not be the last. I don't condone it. I think it's very wrong, but it is very typical. It is very typical. Now, will most women get on here and, be flamboyant and, broadcast it and be proud of it? No, they will not. Especially if they know he's married or was married. No, they will not. They will not be as boisterous as Arionne Curry was about the situation. You understand? Now, some will, others will not. Others will not. And most people will take that to their grave. You understand? Because, especially if they were raised, to have a certain moral compass. Yes, but we understand as women and as men that some women will do anything for money. It's very sad. I'm going to use Carisha as an example. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, that's her lifestyle. That's what she does. That's what she does. You understand? And to each his own. To each his own. I don't have heaven or hell to put any of them in. You understand? But it's a real thing. Now, she knows that Puffy's not a man. She knows he's philandering around with, this one and that one, having babies, doing this. But he's paying to stay, he's paying like he weighs or whatever. And to her, it's worth it because she's getting money from it. And that's the stance with a lot of women in this day and age, in this era that we live in. It's all about the bag. Like, it tickles me. I mean, you understand? Because I'm cut from a different cloth, but it's not to say that it's not going on. It's all around us. We see it all day. We see girls getting flued out, people they don't even know. You understand? We see women sleeping with celebrities or somebody they think that got money on the first day. Whatever, they're doing it. They're doing it. They're doing it. And the bottom line, the moral of the story is about money, about what they can get. And they don't think about and nothing else. You understand? They may have the walk of shame walking away or whatever, but that's temporary. They use substance or whatever to overcome all of those for some that have a conscience. Initially, Arionne thought she was winning. She was a teeny bopper. She was, that's what she was into. Maybe that's, what her representation around her was doing. That's what she saw. She wanted to be a part of it. I wouldn't say, because she was young. Yeah, she was 20 something, she said, but she knew right from wrong. Initially, she thought she was doing something. She thought she was winning. She was getting what she was getting. You understand? She was getting computers, cars, whatever she was getting, it was enough for her. The same thing as what other women are doing. And some are doing it and getting nothing. So she thought it was beneficial to her. Do I believe she's learned a lesson from it? She says she has. I'll give her the benefit of the doubt and say that yes. You understand? Her morals have changed. She's grown up. She's changed. She understands that what she's done, what she did, was wrong and that she should not have done that. But who knows, okay? Because we could go all day with this topic. It is clearly a major topic. It is still going on this till this day. It's all around us. The bag is very important to a lot of people, and they will get it by any means necessary. We see this all around us. But back to the fact of the matter at hand. Do I believe Martel and Arionne is married? No, I do not. No, I do not. And if she is, she needs her behind whooped. If she is married to Martel Holt and he's parading around here, there, everywhere with Sheree, okay, if it was just for photo ops, it would be one thing. But him sleeping over her house in Atlanta, pretty much living there, because we know that Martel don't need a storyline. Carlos King has made that clear. Now, if he's doing it, it's for Sheree's storyline, but it don't take all of that. Like, the photo ops, them out at the park exercising, all that is all well and good. You understand? If he was able to sell Arionne that story, that dream, that, oh, it's about business, which people, tend to want to believe, and it may be so, but they went way past the business portion of it. Okay, we know that Sheree spends time in Huntsville, and we also know that Martel spends a lot of time at Chateau Sheree. So, no, it's not adding up. It's not adding up. Okay? She's at his magazine release. She's at his parties. She's everywhere. She's the face of this. Sheree's the face of that. Meanwhile, you at home, his wife, twiddling your fingers, waiting for Martel to show up. No, no, no. We got Arionne. When I say we, the people, got Arionne out here looking real desperate, and she don't have to. She's a beautiful woman. You understand? Yes, she did what she did, but that don't make her. That's not who she is. You understand? We've all done things, and again, I will be specific and not say mistake, because it was never a mistake. But she can move past that, like many have done things that they are not proud of in their life. And they have moved past it. You understand? They're not still living in the muck and the mire under the, you know, that which they did for years and years. And many are. And many are. But I'm here to tell you that Jesus, the God I serve, still loves you. And this too shall pass. You don't have to live in that guilt, that anguish, that pain. You do not have to stay there. You do not answer or have to succumb to what man feels or thinks about you. You better get in that Bible and know who God said you are. Who God says you are. That you're the apple of his eyes, that he knows the amount of hairs on your head, that he loves you unconditional, that he's not like man that he should lie to you. You better get to know who you are in God. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.